please remain standing as we honor America, as well as all those who have served, those who are serving, and those who will be serving in our armed forces with the playing of our national anthem. At the conclusion of the anthem, we ask that you remain standing until the colors have been moved to the sidelines.
Good evening and welcome to Cochrane Stadium. My name is Steven. I am joined by my partner in the booth here, Will Earhart, and we are excited to bring you the final game of the regular season here at Cochrane Stadium. Your Bowling Green State University Falcons facing off versus the Missouri State University Bears. Will, I think we're in for an exciting game and an important game. Bowling Green, since we were last here, has won at Drake 3-1. Big result for the Falcons, and now play a very good Missouri State team, ranked in both the coaches' polls and the national poll. And important game tonight.
Absolutely. You know, Steven, these Falcons are soaring up the NBC standings. Last time we were here, maybe 5th or 6th, I think, but a couple of wins on the trot, and now they're in a position today to move up even further as they take on a very tough opponent. I believe the Boomer Bears.
The Boomer Bears.
I think the official mascot. So interesting to see how these Gen Z Falcons fare.
And I'm going to ask our wonderful friends at WBGU if they'll help us get a little side tone. I think I'm not getting any of you, Will, in my headphones. They may be able to help us over here.
I'm not sure if you can hear me out there, but if you can, as we work through a couple of technical difficulties, there is a beautiful full adjacent moon that has risen here over Cochrane Stadium.
He will look to repeat tonight here.
We'll have to come up with a nickname that's as good as Brace Terry.
We will. He scores 2 goals. Yeah. Oh, early chance.
Early mix-up at the back almost leads to a very unfortunate own goal for Missouri State.
Missouri State, though, strong team. I spoke with Coach Nichols earlier this week and spoke very highly of this Missouri State team and said that it would be a big challenge for the Falcons, even here at home. So we'll see if they're up for it tonight. And I can guarantee you that the players are, and they're well prepared and well drilled out here in the all orange. Very monochromatic night. The orange, 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 and the white, white, white.
Love the color rush.
Yeah, the color rush, yes. Also, you know, maybe some Halloween going on there, the all orange.
Oh, I like
spooky
that.
season,
I
yeah.
like that. Just a little bit more spooky season left
Yes.
this year. Huge shout out to the BGSU social media team, who I've noticed this week has been on fire.
Really
with
good.
the spooky season content. A lot of crossover with, you know, the university colors. They've done an excellent job.
They've done a great job. It would have been fun to be at that meeting, you know, in the marketing when the light bulb goes off. Oh my gosh, our colors are brown and orange. What if we, you know, and then just from there the floodgates open.
I'm sure October is top month every year for that team.
BG maybe going to look to commit to the press early. A little bit out of sync there, but Trace Terry was able to inspire some fear. And that ball will go out of the stadium. We've got a full moon. I could swear that the last time we were here, we had a full moon. Is that possible? Was it 30 days ago?
2 games ago, and while we were adjusting the sound, I was speculating whether, Stephen, you think that's a full moon or a just shy?
A gibbous. I think it's missing some off the left.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah.
BGSU sustaining some early pressure here, keeping the ball in the Missouri State third. Of course, as I say that, are now moves into the middle third, but good spell of possession here following from the throw.
And we'd be remiss not to mention that the loss of Eli Shope is massive. Certainly Bowling Green, one of, if not the most dynamic scorer and playmaker on the team. And he is out with an injury, which will essentially end his Falcon career. Now, I asked to get him up here in the booth, and he was very excited to do that. He, however, was anxious to be on the sideline with his teammates and helping. So we may try to get him up during halftime, but we will be giving in some shout outs because he just had an incredible career here at BGSU during his time here. So,
you know, Steve,
hometown favorite, went to school at St. John's, I believe.
Yeah, grew up here in Bowling Green.
Grew in Bowling Green, Ohio, yeah.
And I think as you and I have been doing this a few years now, and I feel like certainly for me, I sort of grew into the role along with Eli Shope on this team.
Absolutely.
We sort of grew together in a
his development was
way.
Yeah, his development was incredible. I know he would credit Coach Nichols with a lot of that, and but he put the work in, and he is an imposing physical specimen too. Very quick and strong on the ball.
Watching Shope and
good
Trace
idea there.
This year has been
They've been really good.
Been a joy.
So
to do with that, probably the highlight.
Yeah. So Bennett Painter and Trace need to find that synergy as soon as possible here, and obviously they'll have a few more years to do it here at Cochrane together. We look forward to it. Oh gosh, and there was a speculative header that kind of bounced in and out, and then eventually was put away. Goal to the Boomers, and they have an early lead here with just 5 minutes played. Falcons will regroup and talk things over. And the Boomers will be elated to come in to a very difficult stadium to play in and have a goal this early. So looks like that was Hoivis, assisted by Baria.
Ball played into the box, and Graves does a good job. I think he gets the initial save on that, but the trailing runner.
Yeah, it needed more help in. Graves did a great job to keep that out initially. Fans are
hoping for that classic scenario, Stephen, of score too early.
Yes, maybe.
Score too early in the game.
You don't.
We just hope to avoid that next troublesome scenario, which of course would be
the 2-0. Yeah.
The 2-0 scoreline, so dangerous.
See if BG can respond here.
Lovely turn from Trace Terry.
Yeah.
Wins the free kick. You know, given all the injuries, Stephen, the young team this year, I think it's a testament to Coach Nichols and the hard work of this team that they're in this position.
I completely agree. Yeah, completely agree.
And what a test of character now.
Yeah.
As they enter, and this ball is bouncing around.
Yeah. Oh golly, that was so well taken. Very difficult ball to strike, and not off by much as the fans make their support known for that effort. Yeah. Will, I just want to echo what you're saying. Bowling Green has been ravaged by injury, especially in the back, and for us to be in this position, you know, sitting third in the Missouri Valley Conference, our first year in the conference, with the chance to climb up with a win here tonight is a testament to Coach Nichols and his staff and the resiliency of the players. So.
Well, noting for us that this is the first time that game to game that you and I have seen the same back three.
Yeah.
It's otherwise been
rotating cast.
As players who are not even normally defenders have occasionally moved back into that role.
Yeah. Foul given as the ref saw a little elbow there. BG committed to playing out of the back. Can be a little stressful at times.
You can see as a result of the press, I'm not sure you can see on your screen bottom left, Andrew Schaefer spending acres of space.
Yeah.
That's the result of Missouri State's committing a lot of bodies to the press, but it's working. BG has not been able to work the ball out.
No, they
get out of the press.
Boomers have the ball again, and they'll be happy to switch the field here and just have some possession. Well, speaking of soccer, it's Derby days tomorrow in Manchester.
Sunday.
Sunday. Oh, okay.
Sunday,
I thought it was tomorrow.
Sunday.
Yeah.
I think United fans are anticipating, but we'll see.
Well,
sometimes our best performances are when our back's against the wall. BG's back against the wall. And
boy, I wish you could have timed that just right so we scored when they said that.
We almost had it there. I'll keep looking for that every time we attempt.
Yes. Okay, Sunday. Good to know.
Well, folks, this has become a familiar sight at BG games. BG going to a particular corner kick routine in which they all bunch together.
I call it the high school yearbook. That's what I've chosen. Yes. It's all hands on hips.
And opposing teams have treated it in different ways. And they sort of have matching lines.
It's like a rugby scrum, and then everyone Heads out.
But always a point of emphasis for the officials as they start. There's always somebody scrapping.
Yes. I do have feel for the refs, so it's a hard formation to referee.
Yes. I think last time we saw the opponent actually encapsulate the group. That was one approach.
Yeah. You know, one thing without Eli Shope on the field, expect Bowling Green to link up with their forwards through the middle a little more. I think Beto will be more involved in some of the connective tissue in this offense tonight. And he's certainly up for it, one of Bowling Green's most skillful players. And that ball just takes a little bit to settle. Otherwise, Missouri State was in a great spot. And that will sail just wide, and I think Graves had an eye on it. Was not too worried. Just 10 minutes gone now. Oh, tricky ball, and Graves will have to deal with that by foot. He does with aplomb.
Does well.
Yeah, I think what you really want in those situations for your goalkeeper is to be decisive. Once they decide, it needs to be a quick and often violent movement to clear that ball. You can't spend a lot of time. Yeah, and it's like whatever they decide, it's not so important. It's more that they make and act on the decision quickly.
I'm impressed so far, Stephen, by this Missouri State press instead of the BG press in certain years gone by.
Yeah, nice ball to Beto. I think that maybe would like to have that back off his foot, but BG will retain possession. Nice little ball down the side, beautiful. And Trace Terry is going to try to find a good spot to set up, just intercepted by number 12. It's good
for handball there, Stephen. I'm not sure what part of the
I'm not sure.
It did have it did have shades of hand.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time this year we would lament to each other that we don't know the handball rule
anymore. Yeah, gosh, I'm not sure that anyone does. Somebody does.
You know, the handball rule used to mean something, Stephen.
Used to, yeah. Graves will come up for that and start the attack again.
Brandon Graves owns the entire box.
Yeah, he does. Not afraid to move around.
He knows every inch of it.
Schaefer on the ball. Tricky to Blassingame. Oh, he tries the dummy, and there's just too many bodies for it to work.
Wow. That was a flash, I think, of things to come.
Yeah.
The clever turn and then the firm follow through.
Yeah.
The Missouri State defender.
That was Bennett Painter, and you know, right during warmups, he was trying that exact same move. The dummy off. I think Dennis Bergkamp kind of had perfected that.
There is that famous goal.
Yes. The ball comes off one side and he spins and is on it on the other side. Yeah. I think in this case there were just too many white shirts directly in front of him for it to come off. But appreciate the creativity, and I think Bennett Painter opening his account at Drake will have supplied him with the confidence he's going to need tonight to take on a very good Missouri State team. Missouri State, Springfield, Missouri. Like you said when we last were here, there are a lot of Springfields.
A lot of Springfields and a lot of states.
I think, is there a President Springfield? I don't think so.
No.
No.
No, I think I can answer that
Yeah.
one.
Maybe a vice president.
The United States, you mean. Yeah.
Maybe there was a vice president in Springfield.
Perhaps. I don't think so. It makes sense, though, Springs, next to Fields. It happens.
I just realized, yeah, maybe it's not a name. It's just a bucolic idea. Yeah, pleasant, rolling hills.
It's a geological reality.
Yes. Falcons now laying off the press a little bit and just soaking up some pressure. You know, it has not been Bowling Green's preferred mode of attack, but could we see some against the run of play? You know, Trace Terry, with his long frame, is able to create separation very quickly towards goal. And it's not something we've seen a lot of, but I would not be surprised to see some goals on the break, maybe. Oh, just a small touch mistake there from Bennett Painter, and the Boomers are in. Oh, yeah. Just a push over, and Mads Christensen felt like he needed to intervene, but he did it with both hands in the box, and bit of a no-doubter there.
And no hesitation from the referee. I think I saw the arms.
I think he'd like that one back, yeah.
I think I saw the tumble as well, but when you put the arms out, and the referee had perfect line of sight there. It was in the perfect spot for that.
Yeah. So BG here in risk of going down 2-0 within the first 15 minutes here. Let's see if Brendan Grace has something to say about that, though, in goal.
Can he replicate Andre Onana midweek for Manchester United?
I don't know if I want to compare him to Onana. That's dangerous. Just that specific.
Midweek, not the rest of the season.
Yeah. Looks like it will be Jesus Pereira. Oh, and a very cheeky goal just under the bar.
I think he needed to be hit the top net.
Yeah, I think he needed to be pretty exact with that, but he finishes, and the Missouri State Boomer Bears are up 2-0 against your Falcons. Yeah.
Lovely placement. Underside of the bar, cool as you like.
Yeah, it was well taken, and boy, not a lot of room for error when you're aiming at that part of the net, but he's able to finish, and Falcon fans cheering on their Falcons, who are in a bit of a hole here, but BG has been prolific in the scoring column in the last 2 games at least, total of 6 goals, and they're going to need a couple here at least to tie things up.
Nathan Masters now making an appearance over here on the right. Looks like Schaefer's moved over to the left.
Yeah. Yeah, keen eye there. And Nathan Masters can cause some havoc from wherever he plays. Nice touch, nice second touch. Gonna look to find someone in the box, and Beto switches feet and just has the ball picked off him. The Falcons will be encouraged by a good bit of attack there, spearheaded by Nathan Masters, who really can play just about anywhere on the pitch. And there you go. The BG press is fruitful. Trace Terry on the ball and will look to pass out wide. And the Falcons had numbers for a minute, but Bears able to get back quickly, and some nice dribbling and passing to escape. And Mads Christensen going to be judged to have fouled from the back. He won't be happy with that, and got to wonder if that's a bit of guilt by association with himself after that penalty.
You know, Steven, I'm comfortable going on record and saying, poor call.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had the misfortune of jumping first, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, and Beto could try from here.
Could hit it.
Oh, and what a beautiful touch on that ball. And he had to take a lot off of it. He had to take something off that ball. He just passed it into the net, as they say. And very well done.
Steven, I think that was more than a dink. I think we call it a chip.
A chip. Oh, it's so well taken, yes. Beautiful.
And I think that's a mistake.
It just needed a perfect touch, yeah.
And immediate turnover and shot results in the goal.
10 from 12.
Folks, we've got a game here at Cochrane.
Mike, I mean, we don't know. We need a first aid kit.
Folks, we are not even halfway through the first half, and we have already been privileged to see 3 goals. Let's see what's in store the rest of the night.
Yeah, gosh, that one needed such a deft touch and just placed perfectly into the net. And from that range, you would not want anyone but Beto taking that shot. Really finessed that ball. The energy's up. You can feel some shift in momentum. The fans are back in the game. Bennett Painter with the assist, so doing quite well. His first game starting here. And Will, I just want to correct myself. I misspoke when I said this was our last regular season game. There's one more game Wednesday.
That's right.
The first
home game
at Northern Illinois. Yeah, it's our last home game. So.
And I think, oh no, that's right. No, they do, and that game is in the MVC as well.
It is, yes. Northern Illinois joining Bowling Green and Western Michigan.
We've had a few
in the Missouri Valley Conference this year.
We
have.
So good to see them alongside us.
Yes. I have a fond memory of watching the Falcon football team when the was it a bowl game? Mike's going to give us Ford Field, Northern Illinois, MAC championship. That's what it was, and it was a blowout, folks. We were up multiple touchdowns early. Oh, that will be not judged a foul, and the fans are not happy.
Well, I'll say, Stephen, from our angle, at first I thought assuredly a foul, but
yeah.
I'll say this, he popped up with the ball
at
his feet.
Yeah,
so
I think he did get the ball.
I think it might have been actually just a notably brilliant tackle.
Yeah.
Had to get it exactly right, and it looks like he did. Certainly some fans at Cochrane see it.
Yeah, letting them know.
But that's why we play them at home, folks.
Yeah. Kuzmano will go diagonal, find Bennett Painter's chest, who then is able to take it down with his head, but can't quite make the connection with a midfielder. I think the Falcons getting that goal back will just boost spirits and boost energy here. Falcons go long there to Trace Terry from the back, and I tell you, if you've got to pick a target, he's a good one. He's going to win a lot of aerial duels. Nathan Masters collects. Oh. Tricky ball. Brendan Graves far up in support. Nathan Masters again. And just probing here. Gus Peacock on the ball. Masters is fouled, but I think definitely crashed with his full weight on the defender. I think felt a little bad about that.
Well, it's a couple times there, Stephen, where Nathan Masters is either open out here on the right, or he's really maximizing every inch of space.
Yeah.
With his ankle from the chalk, and he's getting open, and the Falcons are finding him. I think a few moves have originated here down the right since he.
And if he can drag some defenders, then Beto can cheat in the middle, and the game opens up a little bit there. So. Beto in the box. Oh gosh, you'd like to see Trace Terry take a header there. I don't really know why he passed. I think he thought maybe there was a foot waiting that would have a better chance to score, but I think Trace Terry has a good look at that. We'll see. Yeah, great ball. It's always a little tricky when you think maybe you have a lower percentage shot and you think someone might have the higher percentage shot. So that's a decision you're making in real time as the ball is flying at your head.
Gus Peacock has won a couple of headers. I'm not sure he has any business winning. He's doing a great job in the air.
Graves forced to come out. I don't think he was too worried, but there was certainly some attack formulating there, and Falcons will again attack through Nathan Masters. Beto on the ball. Kuzmano. Maybe a little ambitious on that pass to lead Painter into goal, but I like the thinking. Passing game does well not to foul there.
Falcons really growing into the game, Stephen.
I think so too. Yeah, I would say they've had the best of it for sure. Kuzmano cool and collected. You'd expect that from your veteran players there, and able to clear the ball.
You know, Stephen, we were talking last week that we had not seen as many diagonal passes from the back.
Yeah.
We've already seen a few today.
We have, yeah. Going both ways. Kuzmano can ping a ball.
Absolutely. And I think in response to going 2-0 down, BG seems to have tweaked a couple things, and it's working.
Yeah, you like to see that given both ways. As Terry takes a jab in the back there. Masters on the ball, spurting forward through the center of the defense, and will play a great ball out. Followed by a rather speculative ball, but it does find Masters' head, and Beto now will collect, and he can be a real magician in tight space. He's so cheeky with the no look. That will not be given as a penalty, in spite of strong protest. There is no VAR to look at, and play will continue.
Well, you've seen him given, Stephen. I think it
Yeah.
would have been a bit harsh on
I think so too,
Missouri
yeah.
State there. I think perhaps a bit harsh flowing the other way as well, but
Yeah,
that one not quite as cut and dry.
yeah. Oh, and very smart for Mads Christians to just let that one sail over for Brendan Graves.
You know, at the beginning of the season, Stephen, he was coming off the bench as a midfielder, now starting in central defense.
Yeah.
Interesting to see where he plays.
Yeah.
Moving forward
Yeah.
in his Falcon career.
Yeah, and he has been really good in the absence of some veteran defenders who have been injured, and certainly don't let that penalty today take anything away. His performance in the back has been nothing short of excellent for the Falcons, and
I heard someone compare him to Victor Lindelof. I thought that was
interesting.
astute.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, it was you, yes.
Yep.
Very good. The self-quotation, I like that. Missouri State very organized on the back. Their defensive setup is rather interesting. I'm not really reading the formation, but they're always kind of in the right place at the right time. BG has had some trouble kind of penetrating. I think a lot of the times we've been able to penetrate, we've actually carried the ball into the final third. Tricky pass there from Missouri State. BG able to get numbers back, though. Missouri State probing now, but Bowling Green staying resolute. Brendan Graves will take that.
Stephen, there's a narrowness to how Missouri State is playing, very compact through the middle. I wonder if that informs some of what Coach Nichols has seen, and how Nathan Masters now is out here on the right. And
yeah, it's almost like
space.
It's like their wingbacks collapse into the center. It's almost like a 2-2 in the back. I don't know. It's
they're
now they're in a flat four, but
they cede a lot of the sideline, certainly in the middle third. And even as they attacked moments ago, it was the same.
PG with another long ball, and it comes off. Oh, and oh gosh, and they're gonna. It's a tough one to call. It was very bang bang. I thought that was going to be called in, possibly in favor of the Falcons.
Well, certainly, Beto won the ball.
Yeah.
And pops it up. Interesting to see that one called against the Falcons. Well, maybe I didn't quite see that correctly.
Yeah, I think
Beto won the ball, but perhaps
yeah, I did
not.
too. And Will, we've got a special candy delivery up in the booth, so thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Excellent. Looks like we've got Hershey's, Twizzlers.
Twizzlers, yeah. Rolo. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that candy delivery, and Bowling Green will be looking for some tricks to find some treats here. And the rest of this game, down 1 goal, they will be energized by the goal from Beto, who brought the Falcons back into contention and maybe eased some of the desperation after going down 2-0. Plenty of time left for the Falcons to find another goal or multiple goals here at home. We know how well they've played at Cochrane Stadium this year.
Thank you.
Speculative ball down the left flank for the Bears, and goes out of play for a Falcon throw-in.
Another first for us, Steven. Anthony Hernandez coming into the game for the Falcons, not in the midfield role that we've become, I think, more accustomed to seeing him. Especially he's been sort of a deep-lying midfielder in a lot of the games that we've watched. But coming in instead up top for Bennett Painter. So interesting to see how he does in this position.
Giving him a little break, get his legs back, and yeah, excited to see his impact here. Hernandez out of Pickerington, Ohio. Freshman.
Shout out to our many fans in Pickerington, Ohio.
Yes, yes.
One of our favorite places to visit.
Pickerington, I think I've been there before. BG will escape, and oh gosh, the pass was on and found it. Trace Terry has to skip past him, and Beto's going to make a run with him. Can he find him across the face of goal? Hernandez can't quite collect, but the Falcons might be able to find a loose ball. Trace Terry will fight for that one and just keep it in. And wow, incredible hustle from Trace Terry to retain possession there. That was just pure effort after that had kind of broken down a little bit. Credit to him for just not giving up on that. See if the Falcons can find a goal here. It's going to be a long throw into the box. It's kind of a line drive and almost just skips through a few people there, and the Falcons will send it back into the box as the Bears will look to clear. That took a very thoughtful, careful boot in the air to maintain control there. Bowling Green with the free kick.
Okay. Yeah. 8 for them. Gotcha. I was going to say, he looked like he was looking. He was like looking at it. So I think you're right. I didn't see it.
Nathan Masters just has way more space than I would expect him to. And, you know, maybe they're not as familiar with him as an attacker if you think about the way he's been deployed this year, right? And then think about us being new to the conference. They think of Nathan Masters maybe as more of a wingback, which is kind of where he's been this year. But he is absolutely explosive in attack.
He was a part of a lot of those big little pairings we had last year.
Yeah,
he absolutely
Thunder and Lightning.
He was difficult. He's just a handful, harrying defenders.
Yeah,
as part of that Falcon press.
Sorry, I only heard the first part of that.
MSU sub 16 for 4.
Got it. Thank you. 16 for 4.
Professionally handled there by Christensen to get that back to Graves, and ball's bouncing around here in the middle of the park a little bit. Hernandez with some careful touches to retain possession, and I think the Falcons will swing it out wide again here through Masters, who is not getting as much space as he was and chooses to switch the field. Badel will receive in the middle of the park. I like that. He couldn't find that killer pass and just decided to reset a little bit. Mature of him. And you know, if the Falcons were down 2 goals right now, would you be able to play a little patient like this, or would you be feeling that nervousness that every action has to be direct on goal? You know, so getting that goal back early means the Falcons can play with maybe a little less desperation. I mean, certainly it was only 15 minutes in, but you're just happy to have that first one back.
You know, we'll see how it works out for Missouri State. They did combine, scored too early, and the 2-0 score.
Yeah,
and it was so
the worst of both worlds.
No surprise, really, that the Falcons pulled one back.
Exactly. Masters will curl one in.
It's lovely.
Oh,
ooh,
goodness, what a great ball from Masters, and good effort from Terry. Didn't miss by much, just wide.
Sort of in no man's land between being on goal and finding a teammate.
Yeah, it was kind
just goes wide. We'll see Nathan Masters shift forward. Anthony Hernandez back into midfield.
Jake Lane comes out, bringing some excitement from the bench. You know, he is excited to be out there. He's given directions from the coach and talking it through. Be a Missouri State throw-in. And Hernandez comes in just a bit too hard for the ref's liking there.
A little bit lucky there for me, Stephen. Anthony Hernandez was late.
Yeah.
Tackle. That was incredibly late.
I think he was probably lucky to escape a card there.
You've seen it given.
Yeah. Some good defending by the Falcons. Just need to escape now. Oh, well blocked by Beto. Almost like a scorpion saved. He kind of saved it with the back of his heel up in the air. And he's just all over the pitch right now. Total control. Gonna roll that in to Masters, who will, I think, is just a little lucky there to slip. Could be about that time, the condensation hour.
Stephen, we talk about it. We still don't understand condensation, but we know it happens this time of night here in Bowling Green. The field's going to get slick. The water's going to come from somewhere.
Yeah. Ref is letting him play. There was a little rough and tumble on the side. Falcons able to get numbers back here, but Missouri is trying to sneak through the lines. Masters will earn a foul there and let the Falcons kind of catch their breath. That was a little wild there through the middle.
Well, 3 minutes left here in the first half, Stephen, and it's turned into a pretty engaging encounter.
Yeah.
Certainly both teams got into a certain rhythm, creating chances at both ends. 2-1 feels about right.
Yeah. Just about 2 minutes left here in the first half. Missouri State Bears are up on your Bowling Green State University Falcons 2-1, but the Falcons have been playing better in the second half. They did get a goal back through Alberto Anaya with a beautiful finessed chip. I think we decided was the final accurate descriptor of that goal.
I think a doink would also work.
A doink, a chip, yeah.
I don't think a boink. I think a boink implies a miss.
Yes, it was very accurate.
Whereas a doink, I think, is just a larger dink.
Exactly. Trace Terry with a great idea. Oh,
Now
that
Stephen,
that was a
during that
doink.
build-up,
Yeah,
I wondered. I thought Trace Terry
might
was
go
going
for
to
it.
try
Yeah.
to catch the keeper out. He's certainly been aggressive in his positioning, and Nathan Masters thinking something similar by the time he tried.
Not off by too much, just a little over the top.
Nathan Masters, yet again, wins a free kick.
And a very dangerous spot.
Aggressive play in the air, and this is
Beto's
bread and butter right
bread
here.
and butter, yeah.
Maybe a little bit further out. Maybe
Oh, I don't know.
on the other side, but
I was gonna say other side maybe, but boy, it's I think distance-wise, it's very much what he likes.
he's got it in his locker.
I wonder if this would be a great time to try if you've got something else in the locker to try it. Well, it'd be interesting.
But did he wear his shooting boots today?
Yeah.
We don't know.
I think he's always got them on. But if you did want to try something funny here, it could be, they've scouted these free kicks, Missouri State, and they know he's very likely to take it. So I wouldn't be surprised to see something interesting here. The referee.
Having a long word with the wall.
Yeah. Demands compliance from this wall. Oh, and they do.
27.
They do try something different, and it does not come off very well.
I missed the clock.
Falcons just,
Another one.
luckily, that was just crossed. It
Full
didn't
V2
quite.
for a moment
Yeah,
there,
it was
Steven.
not great.
So first half comes to a close.
Yeah, all right. Dear viewers, please grab a donut and a cup of hot cider, and we'll see you back here in 15 minutes.
Well, they have to leave. They have to leave the field for the cute little children.
Oh, play children's cartoon theme song.
Let's keep going.
Well, I wanna hear their very off price.
All right, fans. Please direct your attention to the field. It's time for our Halloween costume contest. And the way that we decide the winners as we go down the line, the loudest crowd noise for each contestant will determine who the winner is. So here we go down the line. Make some noise. Contestant 2. Contestant 3. And number 4. Number 5. The dark number 6. Number 7. Contestant 8. Contestant 9. Number 10. Ooh, spooky number 11. Number 12. The cheerleader 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. Number 18. Number 19. All right, it looks like it's going to be a tie based off the crowd noise. All of the kids are winners and are going home with a prize. Next up, we have our college contenders also competing for a prize with the best costume. All right, fans, same rules apply. Loudest cheer for each costume will be determined as the winner. All right, first up, contestant number 1. Number 2. And contestant number 3. And the winner is number 3.
just didn't because I felt that it felt God awful. Oh my God, I'm sorry, this was a thing that happened. Yeah.
Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias, tengo una, mañana otra, ey. Pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias, hoy tengo una, mañana otra. Me la voy a llevar a todas pa' Miami.
Hello and welcome back to Cochrane Stadium. My name's Steven. I am joined by Will here, and we have a scintillating, is it scintillating or scintillating? I think the C is silent.
Skin.
Yeah, I think
You
it's,
don't want the skin.
they should have just left the C out. A scintillating second half in which the Falcons need to not only find an equalizer, but find a go-ahead goal. And I know they are primed to do it after really playing well in the second half of the first half. So they would call that the second quarter if we played quarters. But ready to kick off here, and the Falcons will be attacking the northernmost goal. And I gotta say, Will, this season, wind has really not been a factor. I can remember seasons in which the wind was almost a third team on the field.
Absolutely.
And does not seem to really have troubled any of the keepers this season.
That weather has not been a huge factor at the home
No, it
games
hasn't.
this year.
Really some beautiful nights for
Who can
for
forget
Falcon
that
soccer.
balmy thunderstorm from a few summers ago, opening the preseason?
Will, that was horrible. That was your first game, and it was a 4-hour preseason game, I think, against Michigan.
It was. We were here for a long time.
We were here
didn't
for
know
4
had
hours.
To say,
We
so it
did.
worked out.
Yeah, it's incredible that we have anything else to say after that game.
We
It
have
was,
44 minutes here, not 4 hours.
yes.
And BG conceding 2 early goals in the first half, looking to avoid that here in the second.
Yeah, and Will, I've asked around in terms of the playoff situation. Bowling Green has clinched a playoff spot. Exactly how the seeding will work and how the rest of it will play out is dependent on other results, as they say, including our results on November 1st. But still a lot to play for here tonight in their last home game. I'd like to send these seniors off with a positive result. A little much for Masters there. God bless him again. Just
in the second half, Stephen, immediately looking for that ball out to Masters yet again.
Missouri State with the throw-in. BG now going to commit to the press. And right away, we'll see the fruits as it sails out for a Kyle Kuzmano throw. He's going to find Beta wide open in the middle of the park. He's going to head that down.
Ooh. I think the referee tried to play advantage there, Steven. Didn't
Yeah.
quite see it play out.
It's one of the unique refereeing challenges in the world of sport is whether to call. You know, it's a gray subjective area that happens very quickly. Graves is going to push the attack forward here and take this himself. Slight variation of the Falcons have been doing most of the game, which is playing out of the back, but this will go for a BG throw-in, quickly taken. BG choosing to play back into some congestion, maybe playing for a corner here. Instead, it will be a goal kick. I think just an unlucky ricochet there.
That's just about as far away from us as it can be, Steven. I think it was a handball. Ooh, searching ball. It does find him at the back post.
A little bit much on the touch there.
Certainly that was a difficult one to control. A nice idea from Missouri State. Who's had, I think, the balance of possession here in the second half. Not too much in it for either side so far. Just like that, BG with a moment, they might be able to attack and push forward. Schaefer can't quite beat his man one-on-one.
Oh, some good ideas here. In the final third, Trace Terry will have it and needs some manipulation from the keeper to keep that out.
Great hold-up play from Trey.
Yeah, that was really good.
Receiving the ball back to goal, pass as the ball kind of pops out. He's there to take the shot. That's good curling in the far corner. That's a great save from the goalie.
I think we've compared him to now the name escapes me.
Ollie Watkins.
I was thinking of the
someone made.
Yes.
I'm not sure who. I think it was good.
I was thinking of the forward for Manchester City a few years ago. Dzeko?
Edin Dzeko.
Edin Dzeko,
Yeah,
yes.
care for him.
No, I didn't either. But we do care for Trace Terry.
We do.
And he's like a more athletic Edin Dzeko, but the hold-up play, very good.
He's had a couple moments of magic, including at Cochrane Stadium this season.
He has, yeah.
Looking to replicate that here in the next 36 minutes or so.
Alberto Anaya takes I think an errant elbow or a hand to the face there. He's certainly feeling it. Wow, incredible.
Sneaking in at the far post, an incredible ball from Beto. And a tidy.
Nathan Masters will flip there. Incredible.
Deep ball in here. Apologies, that was not Beto. But it was Nathan Masters at the far post, and just like that, it is 2-2.
2-2 at Cochrane Stadium with plenty of time to play for a third.
And I'm not sure who it was, Stephen, but someone did point out, boy, Missouri State scored early.
Yes, they did.
Aggressive 2-0 scoreline, the most dangerous scoreline.
The Falcons have come roaring back. It's a 4-goal thriller so far at Cochrane. Beautiful night for it, too. Last home game of the year, and the T-shirts are flowing. The free T-shirts are flowing at Cochrane.
Well, that goal is thoroughly deserved from Nathan Masters. He has been a consistent menace so far in this game. Well, apologies to our viewers. I've been saying that was Nathan Masters' goal. Probably said his name 4 or 5
Yes,
times
it wasn't.
today.
It was Bennett Painter. Yeah,
Painting a
apologies.
picture for the Cochrane faithful.
And they do have a similar build and hairstyle.
They did, yeah. They should. One of them should have to change, I think.
You know, it is one of the, I realize we're late in the season now, but one of the challenges early in the season is that everyone comes back with different haircuts, and some of them have grown a few inches even at this point in their career.
Keep that.
Yeah. And, you know, I do think Bennett Painter plays with some of the same energy that you see from Nathan Masters as well. I would call it honey badger energy. I think they would call that. Got some strong opinions coming from the stands here.
Well, Trace Terry certainly robust through the challenge. Not a huge surprise to see that given. How often do we see that, Stephen? A player thinks he's been fouled.
Play continues.
Play continues. He
and
stands
then
up and
he fouls somehow. Yeah.
He becomes
the fouler.
The foulee becomes the fouler.
It happens. Yeah.
And that time, Trace Terry, not given the call he was looking for, and ends up with a yellow himself. The referee has now given a card to Coach Nichols on the far sideline. I think, just off camera, I think that Coach Nichols perhaps had a particularly aggressive tackle on the fourth.
Yeah, they are willing to give them. They are willing to give them for dissent. And I know Coach Nichols works hard to stay pretty calm on the sideline, but you see something right in front of you like that, and you got to stick up for your players, I think.
I think that's right.
And his players will see that and appreciate him putting a word in. I know, guarantee you it was respectful and within the realm of fair critique, but the referees, don't always appreciate that. And
well, that was. And
now the cards are flying. Intentions. Oh, he's been given a red, I believe.
So, folks, what's happened here is our goal scorer, Bennett Painter, goes into the tackle quickly after the restart, immediately hops up and takes responsibility. The referee rushes in and produces a red card. There are moments when the referee becomes the story. We might be witnessing one of those now. That was a particularly quick and aggressive red.
Yeah, quick hook, as they say.
We might see the replay now. In fairness, we are a little bit of a distance away. In real time, it certainly did not look out of the ordinary with how this game has been played. But we will see if we can get a replay. We'll see what it looks like, and if not, certainly we are at a little bit of a distance up here in the booth, but in real time, that looked to be a very harsh decision against the Falcons, who had just leveled things up in this.
The referees are talking now. Maybe there's some discussion of, I'm not sure, maybe there's reviewing the events.
Well, I'll say this, the referee certainly had a view of it. He wasn't too far away, so I'd be surprised if there's anything that's going to change his mind. We'll let this one.
So a good game got very heated very quickly, and the refs have imposed their will, but we'll see how this plays out. It's 2-2 with 34 minutes to play. The clock is stopped as they sort this out.
Maybe a strange benefit here, Stephen, of the clock, the way that it works here in college soccer, that we do sort of have the luxury of having a quick conversation now without impacting time remaining.
Yeah. You're not guessing at the end of the game how much time is left.
We'll see how BG shifts its strategy. No immediate substitution that I've seen.
Yeah.
Who is 4 going in for?
Gotta think that we'll see Trace Terry alone up top with that second.
I don't know what
off.
this much. This is the most I've ever seen.
No problem.
This is strange.
The longest I've ever seen the refs discuss the situation. I don't think anything can be revoked or changed, but
our main official has had a one-on-one conversation now with I'm not sure how many folks over there.
And I'm almost wondering if they're thinking if there's a case of mistaken identity or something. I mean, that does happen sometimes, but.
That's what it was. 4 was the guy that was injured when he was rolling around.
Well, credit to the referee. He is explaining himself and the decisions that he's made with some patience, which I know it's kind of all you can ask for. But gosh, now he's giving the other referee a talking to.
We've seen some head shaking, some gesticulating. We've seen, and
looks like we're about to resume play. So BG will play a man down.
That was one of the stranger things I've seen.
Yeah.
I don't see any result from that.
No, I'm not sure what the whole outcome of that was.
All right, 34 minutes left. The complexion of this game has changed.
Yeah, I think it'd be well within BG's right to play for the point now. I don't think you want to go searching for a winner, but it depends on
Well, Coach Nichols is huddling with his staff
Yeah.
on the far side. I don't know that they've settled on a
Strategy going
how
forward,
we're gonna do
yeah.
this. You know, I suppose, Stephen, I think it was Bennett Painter who got that yellow. If you were going to take a player off, that might be who you'd take off,
Sure,
right?
sure.
So there might be no change to start.
Yeah, I was thinking more just from a shape standpoint, and yeah, we'll see.
Well, a good example there, Stephen. It was almost as though in attack they were just missing someone.
Yeah, yeah,
Kyle
yeah,
Haskell
extra
wasn't
body.
sure where to go with the ball
Yeah,
right away. That's
Oh.
a tight decision if he's on.
yeah. Wow, and
Skies it over the bar.
this guy's way over the bar.
In real time, he looked a couple steps off, but it was close. Might have been perfectly timed there. Skies the shot over the bar.
Schaefer strong on the ball there, and BG able to get out creatively, but Bears right back on the attack again.
PG 16 for 10. Thank you.
This whole side of the field wide open. I expect the Falcons will be spending some time just trying to have possession, whatever that entails, whatever the press will give them in terms of possession. I think they'll be happy to take just an errant pass from Beto there, a rare one. So 30 minutes to play. Bowling Green starts quickly down 0-2, comes back to tie the game up, and then given a red card there, Bennett Painter, and BG now playing a man down with 30 minutes to play to salvage a draw here at home, last game of the season. We'll see if they can find something more than that, but certainly going to be difficult. Tall order versus this very good Missouri State team. That one just misses its mark, and that was a tricky one for Brendan Graves, had that been on target, because I think he was blocked by quite a few bodies there.
30 minutes left, Stephen. As this clock ticks down, that pressure will start to mount on Missouri State.
Yeah, they expect to
Certainly
leave here with a win now.
Be able to take advantage
Yeah,
and escape with a win here after BG had done so well to get back in this game. With every passing minute, BG will grow a little bit more confident that maybe they can do it. And we've seen a couple long-range moments of magic here
Yeah.
at Cochrane this year.
PG says 22 to 18.
Thank you.
Anthony Hernandez coming into the game.
and maybe he will be in that more deep-lying defensive mid role now, trying to defend this this point here at home. Boy, it would be special if the Falcons could find a goal, a man down. Chipped into the box, and all for naught there as they're just out of sync on the ball into the box.
Trace Terry's got to be careful. He did pick up a yellow.
Yeah.
It feels like ages ago, but it was actually only about 5 or 10 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
we did have quite a long
I think we've had a few
stoppage
cards
of
since
play
then somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, and down a man, you just can't really press. You have to more just absorb the pressure. Well cleared by Mads Christensen. And just out for a throw, and does well to save a corner there. And to quote Mikel Arteta, who I think was quoting Pep Guardiola, I think the Falcons will have to suffer now for a while. They will have to suffer here and soak up this pressure now for an extended period of time. It will be a real test of the squad whether they can stay disciplined enough to defend this point at home.
Down 2-0, we were talking about the mental strength it would take to come back.
Which they demonstrated, yeah.
Can they do that next step?
Yeah. And listen, let's be sure to give Bennett Painter credit. He's the reason that we're tied up, right?
Absolutely.
So say what you will about the card, maybe a little harsh, but he certainly left his mark on this game with that goal and the 2 goals in the last game. So Bennett Painter primed for a big future here at Cochrane Stadium. We'll be saying his name quite often, I'm sure. Falcons creatively escaping the press there, and now can switch the field if they want. Schaefer with a good first touch, and boy, see, that's a situation where I would just be happy to take this simple pass, although able to keep the ball momentarily before being dispossessed. Ten v 11 always brings out some interesting philosophical soccer conversations, right? What's the best way to hold on to a draw? What's the best way to attack if you've got the extra man? Great sliding tackle from Nathan Masters to win that ball cleanly. Tricky overload there on the left, and Graves is beat to his left as the Bears go up 3-2. That was a difficult one. Yeah, well taken by number 20 there, Alejandro Lopez. So the Falcons now 25 minutes to find a goal, a man down, and they will have to maybe abandon some defensive stability for a more adventurous attack. Daniel Sarrasso will enter the game. I don't know if we've seen him at home before.
I don't know that you and I have seen him, Stephen. We've done a few of these separate this
Yeah,
year, certainly
yeah.
early in the season.
Yeah.
He got some minutes spelling Eli Shope and Trace Terry.
Gotcha.
Coming in place of Trace Terry now. Let's see if he can add something a little bit different to the Falcons
Yeah.
attack.
if you're down a man and you need a goal, what kind of situations are you trying to get into? Is it going to be off a set piece?
You know, I don't know that too much changes. You're still trying to steal a goal. It's just now you need to steal one at some point. Maybe a little bit later in the half they push forward a little bit more aggressively, but I don't know that anything changes right now.
Yeah. Here's on the break. Oh, wow, a great intervention there. Excellent intervention from Cal Kuzmano. That would have been, I think that would have been fourth goal, but Kuzmano intervenes with a great sliding tackle.
You can see the spaces starting to opening up.
Yeah.
For Missouri State.
I was a little surprised to see BG pressing like they were so high. Oh, and just a mental error there from Christensen, and BG gives up another. It's 4-2 now. And a hard row back to a draw here, but some time left for the Falcons.
MSU 9 for 25, BG 6 for 8.
6, 8.
Yeah, and Christensen just takes one touch too many there, and that's one that he'd like to have back. But again, as a freshman, you're going to make some of those mistakes still early on in his career, and we've seen him play extremely well in spells tonight and in the past. So we know he'll bounce back. Just think it's difficult going a man down and dealing with all that pressure.
Well, following up on our conversation from just moments ago, Stephen, I think now maybe you start to press a little bit more and being creative with how you approach it.
And I think you'll see Brendan Graves maybe starting the attack a little further up the pitch. Nathan Masters will get a boot on that. And you have to say the Falcons were well in this game until that red card. It looked 2-2 and like they were
certainly
definitely
the momentum in the ascendancy.
I think so.
And if you're just tuning in at about the 36-minute mark, give or take, we had a flurry of, I'll pause for another attack. We are slipping and sliding out there. That would have been harsh. 2 quick yellows for the Falcons, and then suddenly a red for Bennett Painter, a judge to have committed a violent conduct on the Missouri State attacker. I think certainly our take in real time, it was quite a harsh decision.
Yeah.
And it's changed the game here.
Yeah, Missouri State is just too good to play a man down.
Thank you.
MSU 17 for 12.
Thank you.
Never mind on the MSU side.
All righty.
Missouri State happy to just possess the ball here for a while and to take whatever BG will give them. Just about 20 minutes left to play. Bears back on attack. That, I believe, will go out. Nope, it will be kept in play by number 2. BG still working hard to keep these out. It's a lot of attack now, and you can certainly feel the extra man. Hernandez escapes with that ball. Wow, through a flurry of players. BG free kick. Good to see the Falcons working hard here, even at the end when it's probably easy to be a little discouraged. Down a man and down 2 goals. I know Coach Nichols will expect still high energy and commitment to excellence here on the pitch. Wow, that was a beautiful pass, but Falcons able to build a little wall there, and Graves able to cover it up. That was a beautiful threaded ball from the Bear midfielder, but BG now looking for something magical here.
All right, thank you, sir.
Great tackle. Oh. Jake Bergen will enter the game here.
56.
MSU 21 for 10, BG 21 for 27.
Thank you. 2-6.
That'll be a Falcon corner. Let's see if they can find something. Not a lot of corners this game. Just realizing this is our 3rd corner of the game. Interesting. Trace will come in. Makes sense to have some have a taller player there for corner to hopefully pull a goal back with 16 minutes left to play here, Cochrane Stadium. That'll go out for a Missouri State goal kick.
MSU was 8 through 20, not 19.
Got it. Thank you.
Nathan Masters tenacious in winning that ball. That'll be a corner kick for Missouri State.
Stop the clock.
Looks like there's some kind of medical situation or injury.
MSU 27 to 15.
Thank you. 27. Also Steve for that.
You check your referees back. I'm going to walk out of the field with the keys. Everybody else to give a shit.
Start your clock.
And BG able to defend that corner and subsequent rebound. Just fighting for a goal here to give them some hope at the end of maybe tying. Again, just Herculean task, down a man. 13 minutes to play here at home. Oh, off the crossbar. And over the crossbar. So regardless of tonight's result, Falcon Faithful, you will get one more game at Northern Illinois. And I do believe that will be on TV. And then at least one game in the NBC tournament, as BG is assured a spot. Seeding to be determined based on the results of other teams and our result next week. So Missouri State now on attack. Plenty of bodies forward. Falcons synced up in the back, though. Falcons have done an admirable job here soaking up this pressure after the fourth goal. There's been several other chances for the Bears to score. Falcons admirably defending those and keeping some hope alive here. You need a goal pretty soon. Oh, great idea. Just a glimpse of possibility there for Trace Terry. Needed to be pretty exact with the pass, but
That's going to take
it's a good idea. Yeah, it's going to take a moment like that to get one back here. Ten minutes to play here at Cochrane. Oh, into the box and just rolled over a foot, and that'll be the 5th for the Bears. Just very difficult to have the numbers you need back there, missing a man. And Falcons taking some lumps here, but again, we'll be in the MVC tournament.
Sorry, 11 for 18. Thank you.
Free kick, Falcons.
It's not said as often, Stephen, but another one of the most dangerous
5-2.
in soccer is 5-2.
I think 5-2 is pretty safe. I think 5-2 is pretty safe.
I have a vague recollection that Sir Alex Ferguson's last game in charge, dangerous ball in, was a 5-5 draw with West Brom.
That's wild.
I am a
10-goal thriller.
Surrendered a 3-goal lead.
Oh,
I'm gonna
gosh.
fact check that in real time.
I was just trying to think of a memorable. I can think of some. I know in my head I can think of some 5-2 results against Arsenal. I think one was against Chelsea where they beat us 5-2.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, that was this afternoon. So they won the night. They scored 4 like immediately.
Who can forget that game, Stephen? It was 5-2. Manchester United with the lead in 2013 in Sir Alex Ferguson's last game in charge. Goals from Romelu Lukaku, future United player, in the 80th and 86th minute,
Sheesh.
as well as a goal from Josef Malumbu in the 81st minute. I bring that up, gentle viewer, because that does mean that there were 3 goals in the final.
And we're at 8 minutes and 7 seconds.
And we still have that time here.
Yeah. Wow, Brandon Graves with a great save.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did I already tell you 11 for 18?
You did.
Yeah, and based on results tonight, it does look like Western Michigan will have won the conference with a very strong record of conference 6-0-1. So.
You never know, Stephen, how a game is going to go after a red card. Things can sometimes get pretty chippy.
Yeah.
It's been the opposite here. All of the fizz
Yeah.
dropped out.
And a shame as well, because we had a really, I thought, a good game at 2-2. And credit to Missouri State, obviously, not taking anything away from them. I think they played very well, and I think they are a class in the conference. And like to
take advantage.
Yeah, they certainly have. Would have liked to have seen 11s for the whole game, but not how this one turned out.
And this is just our first taste, Stephen, of Missouri State MVC action.
Absolutely, we'll be seeing this for years to come, and certainly have seen the quality, and they've seen the quality of teams like Western Michigan and Bowling Green as well. So.
And we've learned that conferences are stable, and that things will stay the same. So.
Well, 25 years ago, you could have said that. But yes, the world is changing. If you're a fan of the Pac-12 or the Pac-2, I guess as they call it now, you know that especially. So
I do continue to see consistent rumors linking BGSU to the SEC, but I think the travel is just too much.
Yeah.
But they might give Vanderbilt a month for the running.
MSU 20 for 19.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
MSU 20 for 19.
Okay, thank you. I mean, it's a 3-goal game, so it doesn't matter. But I should stop. Seems to be good at
just under 4 minutes here at Cochrane. And Will, I know on behalf of the viewers and myself and yourself, we just thank all the seniors whose last game this is here at Cochrane for the memories, the good times, a lot of great wins here, statement program wins here at Cochrane, and a lot of these players have seen some amazing things with Coach Nichols between winning the MAC championship a few years ago and making a deep tournament run.
Yep.
It's been some awesome memories for these guys, whatever they go on to do. Some of them, I'm sure, will be exploring their professional options, and others will be entering the workforce and grad school. And I know we'll always appreciate their time at BG. And the reason I know that is, when I was working on a documentary about Mickey Cochrane as Missouri State here at Tax again, I was able to speak with many of former players from 10, 20, 30, I would even want to say 40 years ago. So I know that the memories and lessons learned that these seniors will be taking are incredible. In fact, Arthur Andrews, I see him on the sideline. He's joined Coach Nichols' staff here this year. He was a big part of the interviews that I did, and he's back here however many years later as part of the team. So really neat to see that culture, and it's almost like your journey with the team starts after you graduate, because now you've got the rest of your life to kind of be involved. So.
Yeah, these seniors have certainly been on a journey through the COVID
Oh,
years.
gosh, yeah.
It's been a very interesting time in the life of the program to participate.
Yes.
So wish them all the best and look forward to seeing them around town as
Absolutely.
they come back and participate.
Alumni weekends are always really special, and yeah. And just to remind everyone watching, if you do want to get updates for playoff situations and coverage, I know you'll be able to get those updates on the Twitter account, BG's.
The X account.
The X, yeah, formerly known as Twitter, sorry. But I know that personally, that's where I get all updates and things like that.
Same.
It's run extremely well for both in-game updates when we're away and also just goings on with the team. I love following it during signing season, and we're getting new players. Really cool to see all that. So appreciate all the work that the social media team does. And when you're looking for some updates for upcoming playoff situations, be sure to check that. So, folks, the Falcons lose a tough one here, 5-2 to the Missouri State University Bears after a red card. But we progress with one more game, November 1st, and then it's playoff time after. So thank you so much for joining. Thanks for the memories here to all the seniors that played. And not sure when Will and I will talk to you again, but we'll be following along the action as well. So
Have a soon.
Yeah, we hope it soon. Have a wonderful night and a safe Halloween weekend.